The Canadian Rockies Academy program, it's a true partnership.
Technically, we're two different operations that work together, but when it comes to the planning of the course, we plan it together. There's an office in the UK, and the product is delivered here. It is constant communication. We do operate as one.
My role is to make everything run as smooth as possible so the students on the course can totally focus on their riding or their skiing. And we literally do as much as we can for them to make it the most enjoyable experience of their lives.
I've worked with programs all over the world, in South America and North America, just down the road in Banff, and I did some stuff in Europe. The reason this program is so different is that we bring the students into the school. It's not that they're just simply students that we teach. That's part of it, of course. We teach them how to ski and we teach them how to teach, but we also bring them in and they shadow our instructors. They spend a lot of hours with our instructors. And those aren't just hours that go away when it's done. All those hours are recorded. And at the end of the program, when we hand out our reference letters, our letters of introduction, those hours are on there. Amongst other things, those hours are all part of the program. So you get credit for those when you go look for a job later.
I looked around on the internet and stuff, and there was about 10 different companies that did the same thing. So it was then a case of like whittling it down to one. And this just seemed the best one, like great value for money.
I had a look at some others that you could do in Whistler or New Zealand, Australia and stuff, and none of them compared to this one.
As soon as I found it, it started to make sense. I liked the idea that it had a regime within the structure of just being in Canada to ski. And when all the others came on to me, the ones in Switzerland and Austria and Italy, it was always, yes, it's rough and tumble and we all have an adventure. I don't want an adventure except on the slopes. I want a warm bed, a hot bath, and I want civilization. So that's where I came across it, and that's the one that swung it for me.
The Academy offered a lot more than some of the other courses. Hotel accommodation was something that I definitely wanted. I didn't want to go to a youth hostel or a house because I would end up cleaning up and mopping up after everyone.
We pride ourselves that the Canadian Rockies programme is the best in the industry, and quality of the experience is foremost in our minds. First of all, it is a fully inclusive programme and literally everything is provided for you. Flights, high quality accommodation in a 4-star hotel. Only 2 people share a room together. They're big American rooms with double beds each. So it creates a nice environment for them. And first-class meals are provided every single night, 7 days a week, with a hot and cold buffet. And also for breakfast, there's a hot and cold buffet. Breakfast is really important for them before they come on the slopes for energy.
The fact that we have meals included 7 days a week was one of the things that swayed me towards it, because I was like, well, if I'm paying this much for the course, I want to get value for money, and I've definitely got that.
I'm vegetarian, so my food's awesome. Like, I always get like a proper cooked meal.
Our room that we've got is absolutely massive, which is great, and it's got a little balcony too, and the beds are massive, and we have maid service like every day, which is great too, so you feel like you're living in luxury. I don't know how I'm going to cope when I get back home again, but we'll see how it goes.
We really focus on trying to get everyone mixing together from day one. They're put into their ski or board groups, but we also create house groups, and we do loads of activities with them to keep them amused when they're not on the slopes. Ice canyon walking, cross-country skiing, trips out of town.
It's nice to be put in a situation where you don't really know too many people, so you have to sort of make the effort to make friends, and it does make you come out of yourself a little bit.
If you love skiing, you have a common interest, and that's a good baseline. And I think everybody has something to offer each other.
We have a wide variety of age groups that come on this programme, and we're very aware that there are a lot of young people that are here and it's actually their first time away from home, so we do everything that we can to ensure that the environment they're in, they feel comfortable with it and relaxed, and we're always there for them, literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
The Academy really look after us well. We get lots of chats if we need them, if there's any anxieties or any arrangements that have to be made. They'll help you, they'll encourage you. They'll make it as easy for you as possible so that you can actually focus on your skiing, and any little anxieties you may have, they're really sorted out, and they've been excellent.
People do actually make friends for life on this programme, they really do. And a lot of people go back and they actually live together, or they end up travelling together, getting jobs in the same resort together. They keep in touch with, we have our own Facebook site, social networking, and everyone does tend to keep in touch with each other where they're working.
We didn't know each other before we come, but look at us now.
Oh.
In love.
2 peas in a pod.
A beautiful little pod.